Hello, it is Friday, August 30th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's time to solve a Friday puzzle, the first of two themeless puzzles for the week. Could be a bit tricky with some punning, some misdirection. That tends to be what we find on a Friday, and this potentially punning, misdirecting, tricky edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Jake Rodkin, Overfull Hitbox, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the five of them. They are, of course, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, which means they support this channel. They do keep it going day in, day out. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. Thank you to them, and thank you to everybody who's a patron of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. All of you do sustain this channel. Thanks again. And if you'd like to join those folks, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find there the bonus videos available to patrons as well as for benefactors, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thanks to everybody who's backed at any level. Thanks as well if you've subscribed on YouTube, which is also quite a big help. And there's that Daily Solve Discord chat server you can join, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. So with that all said, let's get on to today's crossword by Colin Adams, whose second puzzle I believe this is for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Felliano. It's a themeless crossword, the first of two for the week. Let's start solving. Consideration when donning an off-the-shoulder dress. Consideration. Is it something about fit or is it something else? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Let's see. It'll probably be obvious in retrospect. Historic figure grouped with Judas in Dante's Inferno. I think this is Brutus who betrayed Julius Caesar because they're both betrayers, essentially. Judas of Jesus and Brutus of Caesar. I'm not 100% certain about that, but I believe that's the case. Let's look at the crosses and see. Defiant protester. Raw loser? No, I don't think that's right. Illusory quality. Unsureness or unsomething, probably. Does that give me anything here? Handles differently. Pen name? Thinking of a handle as in a name by, a name by which you're known, but pen name is singular anyway, so that wouldn't really work. The Watercourse Way, per an Alan Watts title. Is it Tao? I actually don't know. The Watercourse Way. My thought is just because Tao is, the way. I'm not familiar with this Alan Watts title. I kind of want it to be that, but I'm not actually certain. One's used to working from home. This is a tricky puzzle for me so far. One's used to working from home. Parasite setting, Seoul. This is the film Parasite, presumably. Set in Seoul, South Korea. So there's at least something I can put in. So handles differently. Probably ends with an S. It's plural. Many John le Carré characters are spies. So John le Carré wrote spy fiction. Really just absolutely excellent. Really one of the great novelists. Okay. Genre for Whiz Kid and Burna Boy. Something hop? I don't know these artists. I assume it's a subgenre of hip-hop or a derivative of hip-hop, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so what is this? One's used to working from home. That H actually doesn't look very encouraging. What about this? Deluxe accommodations. Oh, suites in a hotel. Okay, so there's something. So if we do put the H, does that help? Not really. Oh, no, it isn't that. It's not H. It's umps. I think it's umpires, because in baseball, they're positioned behind the home plate. Right? Is that right? I think that might be right. Okay, so what's this? Oh, it's something pop, not hop. Okay, so it's... I still don't know what it is. Okay, I just don't recognize these names at all. This does look like names, though, doesn't it? Handles different. So I think I was right about a handle being your name, something by which you're referred to. Let's see. Handles differently. I can't quite see it. This does look like Dow, though, doesn't it? I'm going to put that in. I'm sure that's right, even though I don't recognize the reference. Genre for WizKid and Burna Boy. This I haven't a clue. Here we have to seek reparations would be to sue somebody, is essentially seeking damages, reparations. So illusory quality. I don't know. Defiant protester. Yeah, I'm not sure. Title first used by Ivan the Great. Oh, is it Tsar? Was he the first to use the term Tsar? Could be. Let's look at the crosses. They may surround spectacles, rims. So this is spectacles as in eyeglasses, not spectacles as in sort of big, exciting affairs. So illusory quality. We have unearthliness. We have unreality. There we go. There we go. That feels right. That feels right. So what have we not looked at in the downs here? Thing of the past. A relic. It's something, something ancient. So does that give us anything here? Consideration when donning an off-the-shoulder dress. Oh, a bra strap. Or bra straps, I guess, plural. Because obviously, they'd be visible. So that might be, you might want to deal with that. So let's see. Handles differently. I just cannot see what this is. If this were a Thursday puzzle, I might think it's real names or something, although I don't know why that would be differently. Oh, Afropop this must be. Okay, that's certainly a genre, so there we go. So then what about this? Defiant protester. Refusenik. Okay, there we go. That's a, nick is one of those suffixes that is can be applied to various words, like, I don't know, no good nick or something, refusenik, which I assume is sort of, broadly kind of tongue-in-cheek Russian derived, but anyway. Handles differently. Oh, renames. You rename someone, you give them a new handle. That's straightforward, actually. This is funny. It looks like bras traps to me, but no, that is not correct. Okay. Inner selves. Animas, your anima, your inner self. I think that's right. I mean, I think that's a sort of psychological, psychiatric principle. Okay, mittens might fiddle with one. A cat toy, I suppose. That's straightforward. Occasion for retirement, a pit stop. Why is that? Oh, I see. Yes, okay. Because if you pull into a pit stop in a race in a car, you can have your tires replaced. You could literally be retired. That's funny. Gold bond ingredient once. Talc, maybe? I don't really know. I don't think I've ever used gold bond, but I guess it probably has talc in it. That seems like it might. It's a powder of some kind, right? Okay, Dove EG is a brand of soap. I think some people might point out that Dove is sort of not labeled as soap. Often it's sort of a beauty bar or whatever they call it, because soap technically has some specific definition that I don't think Dove is, but I'm not bothered by that. Anyway, disappear into thin air, to go poof. Obnoxiously loud, garish, maybe? You could have, I think this is especially used for loud in a visual sense, like bright clashing colors. It's sort of loud and garish. Spread out, just spread out your fingers, say. You could splay them. Vindictiveness could be snark or scorn. Neither of those quite works to me. Let's see. Uruguayan cash. Is it pesos? Fellow. A peer, one of your fellows, your peers, could be. Did a jeter, leapt. So that's to jump in French. To leap would be jeter. Or, yeah, to leap would be jeter. Anyway, Uruguayan cash, probably pesos. Let's look at the downs. Don't ask me again. I said no. It's already been answered. Nursery purchase, topsoil. That's something you could buy for, a garden or what have you. From a nursery, garden nursery. Vindictiveness. Oh, spite. Right, spite. Yes, okay. Yes, that was actually clear. Connoisseur of the finer things. An aesthete, someone who is concerned with aesthetics and fine things, as stated. Animal found on either end of a scale. Do. Why is that the case? What does that mean? Oh, right, okay. It's referring to the solfege scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And the song, do, a deer, a female deer, and then do is on both ends of the scale. Okay, there we go. That's it. Job's getting done as we speak. I'm on it. Good heavens. Oh, dear, or something like that. I know. This looks like plot hole. Yes, glaring oversight by a writer might be a plot hole. Event that is internally inconsistent with the events of the story. Traditional Scottish New Year's gift representing warmth for the year to come. I'm not sure offhand. What about this? Is it a cone, like a pine cone? Camper's cover? No. Tent. What is this? I don't actually know. I'm not familiar with this, I don't think. Good heavens. Oh, dear. Oh, it looks like I have something wrong. Maybe this isn't tent. Summer snack with a swirl. A flake? Like a ice cream with a flake in it? No. Summer snake with a swirl. Froyo? Frozen yogurt? That could be. What was this again? Good heavens. Oh. Camper's cover. Oh, a tarp. I think so in modern shorthand. I think so. Is this coal? I guess I could see why that would represent warmth. Let's see. Good heavens could be, oh Lord. I think so would then be PR something. Oh, probs, probably. Okay, that seems good. This seems fine. All right, component of the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. Right, the Tower of Hanoi is the puzzle where you have a tower of discs of decreasing diameter, and you need to sort of sort them between pegs, between sort of vertical poles, so that you always maintain, so that you move them entirely from one to another, I think maybe among 3 pegs, without ever sort of breaking, without ever putting a larger disc on top of a smaller one. I think it's something like that. Anyway, I think I've played that maybe once. Snatched colloquially is yoinked, maybe. Yoink, you might cry as you snatch something colloquially. Quite blue would be obscene, right? So this is not blues in the color, it's as in, racy material, possibly pornographic. Portmanteau garments are skirts, like shorts and skirt portmanteau. So is this a disc with a K then? It's surprising. Not how I would have expected that particular usage of disc to be spelled, but let's see if it works. USMC bigwig. So that would be, I think, the United States Marine Corps. So non-commissioned officer, like a sergeant, for instance. Okay. So that's probably right. Common browser extension. Don't know. Uncommitted sort. I'm not sure about that either. Takes for a spin as a motorcycle. Something, joyrides maybe? No. Something rides, probably. Test rides? I don't know why that would be a motorcycle in particular, though. What about a motorcycle would be? I don't know. Increase dramatically. Of the numbers soar, they increase dramatically. Green screen technology. CGI, I suppose. Computer-generated imagery that you're putting into a green screen. I mean, green screen in itself doesn't require CGI really, but I guess they're often combined. Common browser extension, something Docker? Oh, ad blocker, probably. That's probably what it is. Uncommitted, free agent, right? You're not under contract, you're a free agent. Back at sea, aft, so on a boat. Takes for a spin. Maybe it is test rides. Why is that as a motorcycle? Maybe it's just because a motorcycle is an example of a vehicle. I don't know. Tragic heroine of Irish mythology. I'm not sure offhand. What about this? Voyagers, e.g. probes, space probes. Babe in the woods. Babe in the woods. An owlet? Baby owl, maybe? Oops. Neat arrangement. Rose. You've made neat arrangements of rose. Is this Deirdre? That's what I thought it was going to be, but I wasn't really confident, so I didn't say it earlier. But that R makes me think it is. I think that's probably right. Let's look at this and just see if we can confirm. Lead into stakes. Sweepstakes? Not enough letters. I don't know. Don't know what that is. Robert in Heat. Robert De Niro. Of course, the actor in the Michael Mann film Heat, also with Al Pacino. Famously, I think, in their first ever on-screen shared role, shared scene. Spotted is seen, and makes fast is... Don't know. It could mean makes fast as in secures something, makes it fast in the sense of attaching it, but I don't see how that works exactly. Film character with an iconic gold bikini. That would be Princess Leia specifically from Return of the Jedi. Okay, waits on, serves, right? So in a restaurant, say. So here we have makes fast tie. Okay, right. I was on the right track, but I didn't have the right example of attaching something. So you tie it, you make it fast to something. Mark Twain, question mark. Dog-eared. So that's a funny clue. I've not seen that one before. So obviously it's referencing the author Mark Twain, but it's referring to sort of indicating something in a book by Mark Twain. You might fold a page, dog-ear it in order to mark a particular passage or quotation or something. All right, opening words of a prayer. Dear God, maybe, something like that. There might be something more specific we're looking for. I'm going to try dear and we'll see. Psyche's lover in Greek myth. Is it Eros? Boy, I'm really not remembering all my mythology very well, am I? But I think it's probably Eros. Vital hospital worker. An orderly, maybe? We certainly have orderlies in hospitals who are vital, as most staff in a hospital would be. Scrammed, got out, got away, or something like that. So this is Eros. That does look right. And here we have symbol of, oh no, maybe it isn't. Symbol of industry. And maybe this isn't orderly. Oh, it's OR nurse. It's an operating room nurse. That's what it is. Okay, so symbol of industry and yeah, they're famously sort of industrious, I suppose. At least that's how we think of them. They're made to measure. Don't know what that's about. Scrammed, maybe it is got away. Is it? They're made to measure. It doesn't look very good. Oh, rulers. They're literally made in order for you to use them to measure things. So that's it. So scrammed is got lost. Get lost, scram, you might say. That's a better fit than what I was thinking. Okay, disgusting, slangily. Gross, I suppose. Yeah. Or maybe slangily. Maybe it's something like grody. Maybe it's a less common word. Let's look at this. Alternative to hanging out. I'm going to delete these. Alternative to hanging out. Drying. You know, if you hang out clothes rather than put them in, or maybe dryer, you put them in the dryer as opposed to hanging them on a line. So it is grody. I was right about that. Okay, Falco of The Sopranos. Edie Falco was, what is her name? Carmina, or what is her name? I don't remember their name. Anyway, the one of the main characters in The Sopranos. Here we have actor, activist Davis. Ossie Davis was an actor and activist. Carmela, I think is her character's name. I just remembered. Okay, opening words of a prayer. It is Dear God. Okay, so that was straightforward. And then to advise someone against something would be to deter them from doing it. So there we go. There we go. That was very much a Friday puzzle, I would say. Tricky, not completely brutal, but offering resistance throughout. So we had some good, very Friday clues, I would say, like Mark Twain, dog-eared. That's very good. What else did we have along those lines? What was this one again? Oh, right. One's used to working from home. I mean, it got me for a while. It definitely took me some time to pick up on what was going there. And that would be, I mean, that's the kind of thing where If you asked me where does the umpire work from in baseball, I might not even have. I mean, it's sort of embarrassing, but I might not have known that off the top of my head. But it just felt like it sort of made sense, and so I was able to find my way to the answer. Occasion for retirement, a pit stop. That's very clever. Retirement with the question mark pun indicator. I like that a lot. And handles differently. Very simple, straightforward clue, but you have to think about it in a different way, appropriately enough. Yeah, so some very good punny clues in this puzzle. I thought that was nice, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. That was the Friday crossword. I'll be back tomorrow with another themeless crossword, the second of two for the week. So do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.